Shalav I work as a project engineer in Wipro Technology.
Shalav, what are the different stages that you went through during the recruitment process of Wipro?
There were basically three stages in which, first round was normal aptitude question. It included, normal quant and some, coding multiple questions, and there were some questions related to some GK or something. And in the online process only, there was like some coding test also. They asked you like 2 questions and you have to finish the whole thing in 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something. And after that round, they shortlisted people, and after shortlisting, there was some round to check your linguistic ability. They told you to write an essay or something. Like they give you a topic and you have to write an essay. It was basically to test your, the language skill, like how well you are in communicating and all. And after the second round, they again shortlisted people, and the third round was basically interview round. And in interview round, it was basically 2 rounds. First was technical interview, and second one was normal HR round. So in the first technical interview, they asked me, like, I'm from IT background, so they basically asked what do you write in your resume. So I wrote my language skills as C, C++, databases and all. So they asked me questions related to that only, like, I got some graphs question and some database questions which included some queries and all. And I gave some, they asked you about your projects and all, what you did in college. So I wrote some Blu-ray technology. So they asked me about, the different kinds of technologies on which you can write data, like CD, DVD, Blu-ray, like how do you write data on them and how do they differ. And the next thing was like, as far as I remember, it was C++. And C++, they asked me about virtual classes and all, like how you take inheritance and all, like the normal object-oriented concepts and all. And the next one was HR interview, which was pretty normal. Like they just ask you about, like, about yourself, what are your goals for life, where do you see yourself in next 5 years, and what's your biggest achievement in life, and normal things like that. That was pretty much of it.
What are the areas of strength in a candidate that Wipro generally looks at?
Wipro, like, it looks for both your technical and personal strengths. Like technical strength, it basically includes, like how good you are in coding and all, like how good your logics work in your coding. Like it doesn't depend on what language you choose. It can be C, it can be C++, it can be Java, Python, like doesn't matter. They just look for the logics, like how good you are in giving logics to a particular question, like how you approach them. But it's always better to know object-oriented concepts also. Like C is pretty good, like address and all, like you use it's just above machine level language, assembly language. But if you're good in object-oriented languages also, like it's always an advantage, it's always an edge. And plus if you're good in like some technologies like databases and all, like if you know queries and all, it'll be good, because it's basically an IT company, so it looks for all the IT technologies you're good at. And plus if you want to have more, you can give it if you can collect some knowledge related to some technologies, like new technologies, to be precise, like big data, like Hadoop, how Hadoop works and all, like it's always an edge. And coming to personal strength, they basically look like how good you are in communicating with others, how good you are in teamwork, and like you're always very good with the people you talk to.
Shalav, how is the recruitment process of Wipro different from other companies from your point of view?
The best thing, like the different thing in which was there in Wipro, which I didn't see in much of the companies, was they give you the language you prefer to be, you think you are good with. Like suppose, like I went to some interview and they were like very, like you have to know Java and all. But here it was pretty simple, like if you're good in C, you can answer questions in C. If you're good in Java, you can answer questions in Java. So that was different, I think. And apart from that, what Wipro looks for is like good communication skills. So the recruitment process, it specifically included one VAT round, which was a writing ability test to just to check your like how good you are in communicating with people, how good you are in language, like normal communication language. So that was pretty much different.
What is the number of offers that Wipro finally extended at your campus?
In my campus, they gave total of 6 offers, and the backgrounds which they choose from was basically information technologies. Like there were 2 people, including me, in information technology, and 2 from electronics and communication engineering, and 2 from electrical and electronics engineering.
Shalav, what are the tips you would offer to candidates looking to enter Wipro?
I'll offer basically 2 kinds of tip. One is technical, which includes you should have very good knowledge of coding and all. Like you should be very thorough with coding. So as a reference material, you can use a book called Narasimha Karumanchi. Like it has all the data structures and algorithms question compiled in it. It's a pretty good book, and you should at least once go through it. And next thing you can do, like you can choose a language for your objective round, which suppose if you're choosing C, you can go with there's a book called Test Your C Skills. It's by Yashwant Khanetkar. Like it has all the compiled questions and all. And apart from that, you can use Geeks for Geeks objective questions. Like it has like lots of objectives questions about C, C++, Java. And coming to hard material for Java and all, you can use Core Java by Sunsoft. And yeah, and if you want to brush up on your coding skills, you can go for online websites like spoj.com and geeksforgeeks.com, like something like that. And coming to the second kind, which is a personality thing, they basically look they basically want you to look proper software guy. Like you should not look like rough and tough. Like you should, at least if you're a guy, you should shave your things, have a good haircut, and then go for the interview. And yeah, that's like, you should look neat and clean, that's all.